In this video, I will explain a question which is very similar to a past paper question in HKDSE 2014. Actually, the solution of this question has been sent to you through email. However, as some of you find it hard to understand the solution, I will try to explain the question using a completely different method or at least a different presentation. Now, first of all, if you haven't, for those of you who haven't looked at the question before, please pause the video and take a look at the question first. Now, let us look at part A. Part A asks you to find the expected value of the points scored by Amy in the first round. And in the first round, because Amy chooses to do task 1, so perhaps let us only focus on the first paragraph. In task 1, it is possible for the player to get 500 points, 100 points or 0 points. So in order to find the expected value of the point that you get, of course, we have to first of all find the probability that Amy got 500 points, 100 points or 0 points. So now here comes the solution. First of all, let us try to find part A, the probability of getting 500 points. Now, in order to get 500 points, the 3 cards that you draw have to have the same number or the same letter on it. Now, what you draw for the first card actually does not matter. For example, suppose that the first card that you draw is a King of Hearts. Okay, now then what really matters is the second and the third cards. In order to get 500 points, the second card must also be a king. By then, the probability is there remain 51 cards, and there remain 3 kings. And then next, the third card that Amy draws must also be a king, and the corresponding probability is this time the denominator drops to 30, and there remains only 2 kings. So if you use your calculator, it will be simplified to 1 over 425. This is the probability of getting 500 points. Now, how about 100 points? In order to get 100 points, exactly 2 of the 3 cards have the same number or the same letter on it. So let us go on to calculate the probability of 100 points. Now, once again, I don't care about the first card that you draw. Now, suppose that once again, assume that the first card is a King of Hearts. Now, what really matters is in the next 2 cards, exactly one of the cards is a king. So now, for the second card to be a king, once again, just like the above, the probability is 3 over 51. But this time, the last card is not a king. Now, the denominator is 50. And because it is not a king, so the numerator is 48. Okay, so do you think that it is the correct answer for probability of 100 points? Well, of course not, because when I explain it this way, I have somehow assumed that the first 2 cards is a king, but the last one is not a king. But of course, the order, so perhaps let me write it down this way: king, king, and not a king. But of course, the order can be different. Okay, perhaps the story can be something like this: the first and the last card is a king, or the second and the last card is a king. So I need to multiply this probability by 3 in order to get the correct answer. And then using your calculator, it can be simplified to 72 over 425. Okay, so by then, we can now go on to write down the expected value. The expected value is, of course, 500 multiplied by the probability of getting 500 plus 100 multiplied by the probability of getting 100 points. Actually, strictly speaking, I have to add one more term which corresponds to the last possibility, but because the last possibility is 0 points, so I think I don't need to write it because 0 times anything is 0. So by then, 500 multiplied by the above answer, 1 over 425, plus 100 multiplied by this answer, 72 over 425. And then with your calculator, after simplifying it, you will get 308 over 17 as the final answer of part A.